Welcome! In this video review we are going to show and explain a little bit more about the Leica Geovid HD-B 8x42. These binoculars were presented in 2013 and they made quite an entrance to this class of equipment since they brought in so many new technologies and so many new patents that they were almost in a class of its own. As you probably know, Leica was the first manufacturer of binoculars who produced range-finding binoculars. This was way back in 1992 when they showed for the first time the Geovid 7x42. I of course meant binoculars with rangefinders for civilian market. In the military sphere and military industry, these technologies were already well known way before that. These new binoculars, they carry a very similar name to their predecessors. The only difference is the letter B. So these are Geovid 8x42 HD-B. This B is crucial because they are way different than the old Geovid HD. These binoculars come with a manual, which is really important for any user because they carry a highly sophisticated ballistic calculator and all the functions are explained in this manual. So before you start using them, this is a must-read item. They also come with a certificate that they were tested and everything was checked before this pair of binoculars left the factory. A normal cleaning cloth made by Leica and a warranty information. The warranty is 5 years, I apologize. It's 5 years long and you get a model stamp and everything when you buy these binoculars. They also come with lens covers, which are nice, made from rubber. Carrying strap, made out of neoprene, and normally a carrying bag. Now if we say something about the binoculars themselves, as you can see they have a really interesting ergonomics. Nothing what was ever seen before. Since they also feature a totally new and very different kind of prisms. This prism is called Perger Poro and is used only in these binoculars. It is patented by Leica and this is why they have this really interesting ergonomics feature. They are not straight like roof binoculars and they are not typically like normal Poro binoculars. They are somewhere in between. But they really fit well in hand and I think that this feature even gives them a slight edge in front of everybody else in this industry, since holding these binoculars is more natural than from other when holding other binoculars of this type. Also the optical properties due to this new type of lenses are really great. Everybody who uses these binoculars can tell you that they're among the best optical devices on the market. So it's not only the ergonomics, but these new prisms also bring a lot of optical qualities to this design. As you can see, the design is open bridge, so you can hold them easily. Here is the battery compartment, and there is no sign except for this that these are range-finding binoculars. So this sensor and the two buttons are the only thing what shows that these are really range-finding binoculars. And the rangefinder is really advanced. It has a range of 1,800 meters. For the moment, I think this is the most powerful range-finding binoculars on the market. And also the time of measurement is really quick, quicker than most others. But what is really different than from other competing or from other range-finding binoculars from competitors is that the ballistic calculator also has an input from two different sensors, and this is the temperature sensor and air pressure sensor. And of course the third, really also very important factor, is the inclination. So because this ballistic calculator in this Leica binoculars calculates its data based on all three parameters, the air pressure, air temperature and inclination, it is really much more precise than in other range-finding binoculars. So I think for the moment these are the most advanced range-finding binoculars on the market. It is also highly useful if you combine this pair of binoculars with Leica BDC turrets on their rifle scopes. One of the settings of this ballistic calculator is also designed to be used with the Leica BDC turrets. There is much more information, you can find much more information about the ballistic calculator in other videos which are also posted on our channel. Another really unique feature of these binoculars is that you can insert a memory card in the battery compartment here. You receive a memory card with the binoculars, and you can program your specific ballistic curve. So there is no guessing or less accurate assessments of how much holdover or how much bullet drop will you have to some distance. You can insert a memory card with your specific ballistic curve so that you always get exactly the right amount of clicks or how much holdover you need to any distance. This is also a very unique feature, first seen on these binoculars right here. If we say something more about the eyepieces, eyepieces offer diopter compensation for both eyes. So with this one you set the diopter setting correctly so that you have a nice view of an internal display of distance and other information. Then on the other eye you set the diopter setting corresponding to your sight. The eyepieces also offer 7 different positions if you use glasses, and they are among the best we have seen. They offer firm support for the eyeglasses and really many different positions, 7 in total. They're made really nice, like you said, one of the nicest we have seen so far. The focusing knob is here. The focusing feel is a little bit different than on other Leica binoculars, but it's still smooth and you have a nice feeling where you are with your focusing setting. The only question is that you need to get used to it because it's moved way back towards the eye. But I think this is not really a big disadvantage. You also find here both 2 buttons for the range finding. One is for the settings, the other is for ranging the distance towards the target. They're shaped a little bit differently so that when you are looking through the binoculars you can feel with your finger which one is which, so you don't get confused. If you make a short summary, For the moment, I think this is one of the best binoculars with an integrated range finding function. Almost certainly binoculars with the best ballistic calculator, the only one which really calculates in the air temperature and air pressure and also inclination, and really strong. It ranges out to the distances of 1,800 meters. The general quality is on a highest premium level, like it should be if it's made by Leica, and that is meant it goes from materials used for these binoculars and all the way to the optical properties, which are really stellar.